Welcome back to another episode.
No, I'm waiting for you. No, I'm waiting.
Very quick head turn. You're like the gopher, the surprised gopher.
No, because you were doing great. I was getting ready for you to say and I was going to say mountains and molehills, but you, whatever.
Take two. Get ready for another episode of...
Yeah, this is the podcast where we're probably sure no one listens. The YouTube show that
we've had some pretty good viewership the first 2 episodes.
Okay. So probably 30 of them were you, 40 of them were from my father, and...
I think like 10 were.
Whatever. This is Mountains and Molehills. I'm Joe Valenti. This is Brandon Alterman. I'm so tired right now.
Yeah.
You have no... I mean...
You're tired from working?
I'm tired from work. You know what this is my mini molehill thing. I mean, okay, this will be my thing
Could I interest you in a pretzel?
No, because, wait, something about these pretzels, what's today? Something about Seinfeld today. Because I saw my friend also made a Facebook thing about these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Oh, well, if the pretzels are making you thirsty.
And my mouth is very dry right now. So I was actually going to go for something, but I'm so tired.
I have something for you. Staff Girl Sabrina is out picking you up.
Don't say picking me up, because I said you didn't have to, okay?
All right,
and she ran out anyway.
All right, well, I got you an early birthday present. Can you show it to the camera?
Jerry Seinfeld, I hope you're seeing this. I know you're watching. I got that from our Hey Babe podcast that I got hooked onto because of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Right. Oh my effing...
This was like the longest joke because I made sure that we had pretzels. And I had them out.
Did you order this?
Yes.
Where'd you order it from?
I don't recall the website.
Thank you, Brandon. This will be the best birthday gift I ever got.
It's funny because I think I've gotten you...
You've gotten me...
I've gotten you plenty of mugs.
But seriously, I would love a pretzel, but I'm so thirsty, so I'm waiting for Stack Girl Sabrina.
That's fair. Okay, so what are your...
Oh, so my thing today
what is your molehill?
Was... my whatever at this point. Yeah. I don't know. Poll will be up by the end on our Twitter. Go follow us at the letter. It's at the letter N Molehills. Don't screw that up. It's just a picture of us 2 idiots. Whatever. Time. I just wish there was more time in the day. Like I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to do anything anymore. Like this week I worked a 40-hour work week like a normal person. Today was my off day from that 40-hour work week, where I got up in the morning, drove from my house an hour to Asbury.
I'd say you had your side hustle.
I had my side hustle as a wedding DJ. It's not really a side hustle, but whatever. I did that from
would you say that's a second job?
It's a hobby that just so happens to pay.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
You know,
if people want to book you, can we promote this?
You could DM.
Or you can DM the show?
This show,
okay.
Yeah, or at this show. I don't know. You probably won't anyway, but whatever.
Leave a comment. We'll get in touch.
Yeah, okay.
We'll figure it out.
If this will ever get uploaded, I don't know. The last week's
You're very good with upload. You're very prompt. Like we record them, and then like as you're sitting here.
Oh, you really want to know why? Because
you're gonna forget.
Well, yes, but no. Yeah. But first off, because it takes so much space up on my phone that I have to delete it right away.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm like, all right, like I will probably see. I can't make any promises. This will be up whenever you see this.
Okay.
Anyway, time. I wish there was more time. Speaking of, how ironic is that?
So you wish you had more time?
Just time. Like I feel like I worked a 40-hour work week. Mm-hmm. Today was my off day from the 40-hour work week. I did the side hustle. That's not a hustle. And then I came right from that. I did that from. I was up at 8:30 and I did that till 4. And then I was in the car. I drove to my brother's tuxedo fitting for his wedding next month that I found out are attending too. So maybe we'll do like a podcast on the road there.
We can do that. I mean,
did you get a room yet?
I'm not going to stay over.
You're not going to stay? Okay. Damn. Okay, we'll figure that out. Anyway, it's going to be one of those episodes. So I did that, and then I came straight here,
Yeah.
and I'm doing this.
So let me ask you.
So I'm like,
So speaking of time, this is like related.
time
And you
goes by
segued it-
so slowly for those who wait. I'll give you $1 if you can name that song.
I was gonna say I have no idea what you're talking about. Is it a show tune?
No.
Is that a real? That's a real song.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
From
I mean,
who sings that?
if
Like
you
20 questions.
no, I will give you 3 questions, 3 hints. Wait, actually, before
Okay.
even that, Stat Girl Sabrina just walked in. By the way, awesome mug. Oh my God.
Do you understand the reference?
What?
That these pretzels are making me thirsty. Do you know where that's from?
One of your favorite shows?
Okay. Seinfeld.
Anyway, okay. So, if I sing you these lyrics, will you know who says it? Say it after I'm done singing, all right?
Okay.
Time goes by so slowly for those who wait. No time to hesitate. Those who run seem to, or those who run, those who something seem to have all the fun. Anyway, but it's I'm hung up on you. That's the chorus. It's not a pop. I mean, it's a popular
literally-
song.
Is the band popular? Or it's just
It's
like one
a
of their-
solo
It's a
artist.
solo
I'm
artist.
hung up.
Are they popular?
No. All right.
Okay.
Your first hint was this person.
Can I ask
Person.
questions? Or you just give me hints.
You can ask questions. Just
Male or
these
female?
these are big ones.
Okay, male or female? I'm sorry to the non-binary
All right.
viewers out there.
This-
It did occur to me when you paused. I was like, oh, it's
Are
possible.
you sure? Was that a remake? Because that person is huge. Unless they remade the song.
Is this gonna be like okay? So
No, I
wait,
only
did
know
I
it.
Tell you.
I don't think it's a remake. I think it's an original song.
Wait.
The song came out. This song came out in 2004. To my knowledge, it's not a remake. And
Wait a second, I was listening to this in elementary school.
no, this solo female artist has been around for at least 40 years.
At least 40 years,
At least 40 years.
and they're still releasing music.
Yes.
To my knowledge, yeah.
Is it a Madonna
Sabrina,
song?
Sabrina, do you know who it is?
Yeah.
Is it a Madonna song?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I was like, I
Madonna
can't
hung
see-
up 2004.
Okay.
That was. I'm hung up. Time goes by so slowly for those who.
I'm much more
It's like
familiar
a-
with Madonna's like 80s.
like 80s.
repertoire.
No, I know. So am I. But I'm just saying, you were talking about time. We are still talking about time.
Yes.
And
So okay.
it just, it's not enough. And I just feel, I'm like, okay. Like, and then tomorrow I go back to. It's another work week, a new work week. It's Saturday. I'll tell you that much right now. And tomorrow is a new work week, and guess what? I'm working all day, 9 hours at that other job from 9 a.m. to I got home at 8 o'clock that night. Like, and then I'm finally off from everything on Monday. So
Okay.
maybe Monday, I don't know. But
Okay.
time. I need time.
Time. Okay. So
I need like some Doctor Strange, Time Stone, Marvel, Cinematic Universe kind of shit going on.
there's so many tangents we can go off on right now. I do have a question.
Well,
for
we
you.
better
so,
get some booze first from the pretzel mug.
All right, we can get you
Nah, I'm
something.
okay. We're good. Anyway.
All right. So your brother's wedding is the
September
same,
September 25th.
which is also the day of the UFC. Now,
Brandon, I swear to God Almighty, if you are watching a UFC fight on your phone at my brother's wedding, I will
No, I did
really
that- I did
take
that at
some
my
notches down on our friendship.
no, I did that at my cousin's bar mitzvah. I wouldn't.
Max Kellerman looks so invested right now.
Max Kellerman and Mike Greenberg
Anyway.
look so similar. They could be brothers.
I hear the same thing about Sebastian Stan and
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, except
Young
they're about
Mark
30
Hamill.
years apart.
Young Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying if they
Okay,
ever,
alright.
if they ever, you know what? Kenobi is being filmed. I think next, if it's not the fall, it's next spring or something, next winter, whatever.
Okay, so
And
you're saying they need a Sebastian.
you know,
Stan
if they ever need, you know,
But they did. Here's the thing.
Ewan McGregor is probably the same age. Well, I don't know. How old is Ewan McGregor? No, he's still young.
Ewan McGregor's in the 50s.
No, Ewan McGregor is not 50 something. If Ewan McGregor is in his late late 50, I'm saying if he's older than 55, I will.
He's 50.
That's what I fucking thought.
He's with Mary Elizabeth Winstead? How old is she? She's like our age.
I know. Good for her. Good for him.
She's 36. Okay, that's not horrific. I
Still
would
our age.
Yeah, but I thought she was like 31. I thought it was going to be like, he was like really robbing right
No, he's not that old. But anyway, so, I mean,
What's the oldest and youngest you would date?
Sabrina stopped moving in the kitchen. Oh, did you hear that?
I said, what's the oldest and
Oh.
youngest you would date?
I was like, oh, I was afraid to say a number. Honestly, old. Okay. Is it?
We know Vanna White already.
Yeah,
Is it-
right? We know Vanna White is on your Vanna White's on
Yeah.
your celebrity crush list.
Don't touch Vanna. Vanna's okay. Are we? Is this question?
I don't think this is a difficult question.
Well,
He doesn't want
So
to
we are both. So you're gonna turn 32.
it's not a
We're
matter
both
of
turning
my age.
32
It's not a matter of my
in the
age.
next,
It's
like,
just
couple of months.
because now we're at the age of okay, we need to get serious soon, or we're just gonna be
Right.
single, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Career
Right.
guy, go for it. But
Yeah.
like my mother's been on my brother's case now about kids soon, and they haven't even had the wedding yet.
Can your brother even like sire a child? He has hip problems.
Last time I checked, your reproductive system is not attached.
I'm just saying, like, can he like can he
attached?
can he like make the movements to make a child?
Last time I checked, it took 2 to tango, and
Okay, all right. So you're saying
I'm
that
not.
she?
I'm not
Alright.
having that conversation.
You don't want to? Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know how close you and your brother
But
are.
no, I don't mind. But I don't know if he wants
Oh,
that
okay,
information
I gotcha.
out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever.
All right.
I can say you can ask me anything
Okay.
under. That's the question that you previously asked. You're like,
So
it's not a
you're-
difficult question, but it is because is it okay? What's the oldest and youngest? Is it the oldest, youngest age with telling my parents, or without telling them? Because it's like, I feel like my parents are so traditional. Like, if I even mentioned anyone older than me, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Just for record, your parents have a 12-year age gap between them, right?
But that's my father is older than.
Okay, so you could date a 20-year-old.
I don't.
20's tough.
20 stuff.
When you're in your 30s, like
Listen.
dating a 20-year-old, that's rough.
I have employees that are like that age, and I can't. It's
Yeah.
like we're in a different. Like we're
No, they
we're
speak
that.
different language. They speak a
They
different language.
fucking do. Oh my god! Can we talk about that without talking about that?
I mean,
Yo, let me. They probably think I'm such a
it hits
fucking.
different. It hits different. This podcast could be an entire mood. That's the title of this podcast title is going to be That's a Mood.
Can I tell you without saying?
Wait, did I tell you about the guy? There's a guy that I work with who's 20, who's 25.
I think that hit me.
He's 25. And he
Starcross Sabrina just projectile.
because there's a guy that I work with who thinks like I'm an old man. So then I started throwing these terms around. So I'll just be like, man, this hits different. And then like he's like, what are you talking about? Like, I swear to God, this kid's gonna develop a facial tick. There's 7 years between us, but he talks like I don't know what he's saying. He's speaking a different English than I am. He's like, oh man, this is bussin'. I'm like, what is that? Bussin' where? Where are
Yeah.
they going? What are you talking about?
We had, they're like, I mean, I've caught on a little bit, but like, when like, oh, this is fire, this is lit, this,
that makes sense to me. Like
bussin'.
lit.
I got
Bussin' makes no
I got
sense.
a text back from somebody from someone the other day. I won't say who.
Yeah.
And I'm talking there, and they're like, "Aight," and I'm like, "The fuck is aight?"
Aight makes sense though. Like aight.
But then
like,
they also say,
alright,
but they're in the same breath.
aight,
But
aight.
I'm saying, but like, bet. What does bet mean? How does bet mean? Bet means I'm gonna like. He's
Like a
using
wager.
bet as a like a acknowledgement. Bet is a wager. It's it's
you bet.
Like
you betcha.
yeah, like that's different. He didn't like people don't say you betcha when they're saying bet. Like,
But that makes sense to me. Like, oh, you bet.
But
Like,
that's fucking
you just
stupid.
eliminated
Pardon my
words.
French. Like,
You know what this reminds me of? The Office episode when Kevin's like, "Why say more words when less words work?" That's literally what we're turning into. That's
Kevin
what
was dropped on the head as a child. Though that's completely and utterly different.
we can get into Office theories at a whole different game. All right, so you couldn't date a 20-year-old because you wouldn't be able to communicate with them. What's
No.
the oldest you could date?
Okay, so I have to set a new youngest then.
Okay.
I would probably, honestly, 5 years younger than me. So
Okay, that's
if I'm
fair.
31 right now, 26, soon to be 27.
I would just say 32 at this point.
No. Don't round. Don't age. Don't round. Don't age.
Your birthday is literally in 17 days.
Yeah, exactly. So I still have 17 suns and moons to go up and down
Okay.
till I am that number.
Anyway.
So let's fucking anyway.
All right. I would say.
So okay, so 26
youngest-
/ 27, and then oldest probably 35, 36, maybe.
Okay, so you're like give or
37.
take 5.
I'm like plus minus
plus
5.
minus 5. Okay, that's fair.
But I mean, age is a number. Like if somebody's
I agree.
fantastic and they're 39, I fucking score, you know.
Yeah.
Or if they're awesome and they're 24 and they're real mature, or they're not 24 because I said 26. If they're 23 and they're real mature, fucking awesome, you know, all cool.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's a fluid situation.
Okay.
Everything's fluid.
Okay. Everything's fluid.
Can I ask you, even though you're in a relationship right now?
You can ask me, like, you're gonna ask me what the youngest I would go is?
Well, I know the youngest. You've told me.
The youngest that I would go or the youngest that I've been with?
You've been with. Thus,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah. No,
So
the
I would
youngest that I've
obviously
been with.
know. You wouldn't
Yeah,
go
but I
younger
think that
than
would-
what you've gone.
No. But I also wouldn't, like, when I was 28 and she was 21, I wouldn't date a 21-year-old now because I'm 3 years older.
Oh, makes
So I'm
okay.
saying I
yeah.
would.
All right. So proceed.
I think the youngest I would go would be. Fuck, I was doing the math. You know the equation where it's like you take your age divided by 2 and add 7?
No, because I'm gonna tell you right now. If you ask me to do any sort of equation, and anybody watching this, the 5 people
Yeah.
that know me will agree with me. I'll say put a gun in my head and pull the trigger instead of me to do any math whatsoever. Proceed
Okay.
though.
So there's like an equation for like what's appropriate for you to date in terms of like your youngest, like the youngest you could go for.
How do they base that?
So
How do they
you
judge
take-
that?
It's your current age
Yeah.
divided by 2 plus 7.
So I'm 31 divided by 2. How would that work?
What do you mean? How'd that work?
15.5
Right.
Yeah. How it
15
can't
and a
be
half.
15.
plus
Oh,
7,
Plus 7.
22.5.
so
So like a
okay.
23
So
year old.
are you saying either 22 or 23 though?
Yeah. Either one.
Okay.
So 23, and then I guess if I were going to do
Well, you're the same age as me, so it'd be 22, 23.
right, but I'm saying if I were going to figure out like the oldest I could go based on like if I
Well, then
subtracted
wouldn't it
7
be-
from mine, 25.
Well, wouldn't it be? Well, then wouldn't it be essentially the same thing? You just
No, because
add.
you're going. No. It's not just adding 7. You'd subtract 7 from your age, so that'd be 25.
Well, you wouldn't
and then-
double your age.
No, and then you could.
You try and figure out how
Right,
much
you just
older,
work
right?
backwards.
Yeah. Okay. So how would you do that?
So you would subtract 7 and then double that number.
Subtract 7 from what? I told you I'm not good at math.
So 50. 50 would be the oldest that, like, according to that equation. Because you'd subtract 7 from 32, and that'd be 25, and you double 25. So that'd be 50.
Okay. So we
so
would
somewhere, so like, based on, I've always adhered to that
be.
equation.
Wait, so mine would be different?
No, we'd be the same. We're the same.
We'd be the
age.
same.
Yeah.
I'm
saying
so
your
bad.
personal preference. You're saying give or take 5 years. I'm saying like if you go with this equation, it could be anywhere
it's saying
between
I could be
23.
20
I could date a
anywhere from
23, like 23 to 50.
Okay.
That opens a lot more options on the Tinder.
Yeah, but that's. Oh, there's so
I don't
many.
think I would want to date a 50-year-old.
You're in a completely different place in life.
At 31 and 50?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
That's
there
20
are
years.
couples out there. Kudos to you for making it work. Whatever, you know. My drink that's got nothing in it. It would. That wasn't a slight or anything.
Okay, yeah.
I just, even though I am thirsty, oh no, Stacko Sabrina, don't do that. Okay. Oh, you're such a doll. I'm sorry. Brendan, would you like a drink in your own home?
That's not good.
Well, you can't get up during a podcast.
No, I'm not going to
so.
get up during the podcast.
Why? You would see yourself dating a 50-year-old?
No, I'm saying I couldn't date a 50-year-old.
Couldn't?
I could
physically
not.
or mentally?
I don't think I would want to date somebody who's 50.
What if they had all the qualities you were looking for? And they just happened to be 50?
I feel like that would be... Like, there would just be things that, like, we couldn't relate to.
No kids.
No,
If
no,
you're
I
hung up on
understand that.
kids, like, because
No,
I
no,
know,
I
like, if you're
understand.
50, you would probably have maybe a 30-year-old or a 20-year-old.
Right, I would be significantly closer
To-
to like, my, you know, my partner's children.
Yeah.
In terms of age.
Yeah.
Which is always weird. Like, I dated a girl who I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know that her stepmom was closer in age to us than to her dad.
But this wasn't now, this was
No,
then.
no.
So
This
you
was-
weren't close to her then. Like, it's not...
I mean, the age didn't... The age gap doesn't change.
I tell you, I'm so bad
What are
with
you talking about? Like, she was... Like, she was in her, like, early 30s. And we were in our early 20s.
Oh,
like, there was,
thank
like,
you so much, Sabrina.
It was, like,
You
a
are
10-year
lovely.
versus, like... It was, like, 10 versus 15. Like, that
You
kind
have
of...
to put ice in my Coke. It's just Coke. Oh, this is not just Coke. Oh, okay.
I don't know how to make drinks, so
I hosted a show where the premise was to drink. And I think you drink more on this show than we did on that.
I don't think that's possible because I think I've only uploaded 2 or 3 episodes.
But
Well,
you'll
actually,
per
no. The one
episode.
episode was a gallon margarita,
That took us over a week to finish.
which
Because...
really.
Yeah, because Serena doesn't drink. So there was one
Why
day
did you just invite me? I could have used the drink anytime after work, man.
Alright.
And you were 20 minutes from the outlets.
Alright, well, you have a
I
standing
just
invitation.
kind of just gave everybody where I lived and work, but it's
That's
okay.
fine. They don't know which store. And they don't know which outlets.
They don't. Do you like my shirt, by the way?
I do.
It was
I was peeking out
hysterical.
earlier.
It was the does this make okay? Here's another thing.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
So wait,
no.
so we didn't, okay, hold on. We gotta finish the question from before about your brother's wedding. So if I go to your brother's wedding and then leave the wedding early, do you think that's, like if I left after like 3 hours?
I'm sure he'll be. I'm sure he'll watch and he'll reach out to you. I don't know.
I'm saying like as a general principle.
How?
Do you
Wait,
think-
because of the UFC fight?
Yeah, if I was gonna leave at like,
I mean, honestly,
it's a 5-hour wedding. If you leave after 3 hours, do you think that's wrong?
No, after.
I'm not saying I'm gonna stay for an hour. Like I'll stay for a little bit after dinner.
What? Okay. Was cake served?
I don't know if cakes were served at that point. Let's say yes.
I just worked a wedding today.
I think
Hold
if
on,
yes,
hold on. Let me do the math, which I hate.
Let's say no, cake is not served.
Cake is not served,
Cake is
but
not
the
served.
entree was served.
The entree was served.
So you're just waiting for the cake.
I don't think. Here's the thing. I always feel weird, like being like eating cake and be like peace. Like I feel weird doing
No, because that means you stayed and you were not respectful, but respect. now I'm not gonna say you're not respectful if you don't stay. That's not what I meant, you know. But like, and first off, I don't think he. First of all, my brother would not give a crap. Two, since he the groom is inviting the friend of his brother, and he leaves early, I don't think it would matter.
Right. We should also say that.
And plus, he's in the same fantasy football league.
I was gonna say
for how many years now? Too many to count.
Like a third of my life, I've been in the same fantasy football league as your brother.
So I could have counted that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think he'd be pissed.
I'm saying in general though, because like like at my cousin's bar mitzvah, I felt it was appropriate. First,
I would never leave. I wouldn't leave. No.
I'll also say this: I don't have a way to record the fights anymore. Like when I was.
What do you mean? It's 2021.
Yeah, I don't have like a DVR.
How are you watching this?
I have a TV. I don't have a.
You don't have a cable provider?
We do, but first of all, the fights are on ESPN Plus.
Oh, so they're not on. Okay.
Right. So I had like a DVR, so I was able to record.
Wait, but doesn't I don't know a lot, but I'm clearly.
Yeah.
Don't agree. But I mean, doesn't ESPN? Can't you replay it on ESPN Plus? Is what I'm trying to say and get out.
Yeah, that's what I would probably. That's why I'm saying I would leave at the time that I would leave. I wouldn't like. I would.
No, but I'm not saying it would. No. So then why would you leave if it's just going to be on there? Like if it's just going to be on there and stay on there.
I would have to remember to take push notifications off my phone that day.
So you're lazy.
Well, that I like watching.
Sabrina.
Well, because I also like watching. Well, because I like watching. I like watching the fights. So I'm saying like I would want, and I don't want to stay up till like 3 a.m.
You don't think I don't want to stay up till 3 a.m. either? Are you kidding me? And it's my own goddamn brother. You don't want to stay up till 3 a.m.
Right, but I'm saying if I leave if I stay.
I don't think you could because it's hip anyway.
I stay up till 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's hip.
I don't think your hip affects your ability to stay awake. You're saying dancing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, no, I don't think he would care.
I will say this: the one time I found it really convenient. There was one time I missed like half the fights, and I just like went to the beginning and rewound it, and that was like pretty convenient.
Okay. Hold on. Back to the wedding. You wouldn't have a problem leaving before cake?
I'd be hesitant. I'd be on the fence. And not just that.
I wouldn't. I'd feel awkward. Like I'd have to. Cake. I've done weddings.
Yeah.
Cake is served at different times. Cake is served. Like you can have cake. We've served cake, and there was 30 minutes left. There were an hour left. There was an hour left.
Right.
There were.
But I think also a lot of
45
weddings
minutes
you're doing are during the day, so I think that there's more of. I think there's more of an expectation to stay the entire time for a day wedding versus a night.
No, it's my first day wedding.
Joe, I feel like your other weddings have been during the day also.
They've started at like 5 o'clock, and they've
I thought you
gone
had
till
others
like
that have started
9.
at 1.
No, it was a wedding at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of the afternoon.
You just did one today that started at 11.
Because it was a morning wedding.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway.
And first off, wasn't our best friend's wedding in the morning?
No. Oh, yeah, it was. It was early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So was this one.
But I don't think it was,
We were at the house early. Don't tell me that. I remember we were at his house early.
I don't remember exactly what time their wedding started.
See Big Brother?
Yeah.
No. Not the show.
No, I knew what you meant. But wait, you didn't know
David.
that? Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, no, I knew it. I wanted to say, I opened Instagram for the first time today.
You're saying you saw the post.
Yes, I saw the picture. No, I knew about it. Yeah.
I was like,
no.
where have you been?
No, I
Okay.
on Earth. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, I just.
I got what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. What do you have to complain about, or not complain about, or whatever? What's your mountain?
What's my mountain?
Yeah. I feel like we kind of didn't have one for you. I don't know. That's a weird one today.
Well, we talked about time today. You know.
Time. Yeah, I hate time.
I think we jump off about like what's our mountain in Molehill. I think my mountain.
So funny because Loki just finished too, and everything's
I
about
haven't
like.
seen.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
So good.
What was my mountain?
You don't even remember.
No, because it was like one where I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Somebody needs to take some ginkgo biloba. I think that's what it is.
Can't go below, yeah. Hold on, because I messaged you.
What do we want the poll to be, by the way, when this goes up?
How early can you leave a wedding?
No.
Have we put up any polls?
Yeah, one person voted. And I think it was me.
Okay. Oh, I remember what it was. My I get annoyed with episode recaps. So Stackroll, Sabrina, and I have been watching Shameless, binge watching Shameless, more because like it's 11 seasons and it's so good, and I just want to get through all of it. I don't want to like you know when you're just like it'll literally be like 11 o'clock and I'm like, all right, I gotta go to bed. But then like there'll be a cliffhanger. I'm like, I gotta watch the next episode.
That's how they get you, man.
I know.
That's Walking Dead. That's Walking Dead 101. Don't even get me started on that.
So okay, now does The Walking Dead ever?
I stopped watching The Walking Dead after. Well, it's like a few seasons now because it just got bad.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of shows that do this.
It gets better. I find that so hard to believe.
I mean, amazing.
I find that so hard to believe.
No, it does.
Like, I know. Spoiler alert! 3, 2, 1. I know Maggie comes back. Like, I know, like, she's back.
Okay.
So, like, is that what makes it good?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Resume. We're good. All right.
I'm not sure what that was.
I don't know.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
Unspoil.
All right. So anyway, a lot of shows will give you recaps. They'll be like, this is what you missed, or like, this is what happened on the last episode.
I see where you're going with this.
Now, I don't mind that if it were truly a recap of the last episode, but I don't like when a show will give you a recap of something that happened like last season or something that happened like 4 episodes ago.
I hate that. I'm supposed to disagree. I hate that.
Because then you're like...
Or like they show a clip of something from last season with like a layover of like somebody talking from like the current season, and it's...
Right, because then you're like, well, now I know this comes back into play.
Yeah.
So
I should have paid attention, and I didn't.
Right. I feel like you need to just... They need to just give up on doing it. Because I
don't
like
watch Shameless, and I don't want to watch it now.
But you know what? No, because it's Shameless. Weeds did it. Dexter did it.
That's how I knew it. I watched Weeds. I was like, I know it from, like, that's how
You knew Shameless because of Weeds?
No. I knew what you were talking about with the recaps.
Because of Weeds.
Okay. But I didn't want to say I knew because I couldn't.
No, I feel like there's a lot of shows that do it. And it's always, like, the best show.
No, I only know, out of my shows, I only noticed it was Weeds.
It's never, like...
Seinfeld never did that.
No, Seinfeld never did it. It's never... Well, first of all, Seinfeld didn't really have, like, arcs.
They had little mini arcs.
Yeah.
What? There's, like...
I know. We have some flies. We have a Venus flytrap, but it keeps dying.
It's defeating the purpose.
I know.
Do you really?
Yeah, we really do. For this purpose.
Where's Seymour?
That's funny. That's what we called it.
Really?
We called it Audrey.
Oh, Audrey too.
Yeah, Tui.
I've always can't see anything now because of COVID, but did you know they made a Broadway play of Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes.
I low key down low wanted to see that.
I'm like pretty sure it was a play before it was a movie.
It was a play, but it wasn't a musical. Musical is different from a play.
Yeah. I think it was always a musical. I don't think they just had like a spoken word. I'm looking this up.
But then why would they advertise, oh, it's new to Broadway, it's... If it's
It's a
already
new
been
production. Okay, let's see.
But I've never heard of.
Oh, music by Alan Menken.
Okay.
Productions 1982 off Broadway, 1983 West End, 2003 Broadway. I saw the 2003 one. 2004 U.S. National Tour, 2007 West End Revival, 2009 UK Tour.
Wow. Okay,
2016
I get
UK
it.
Tour.
I get it. I get it.
But to your credit, the movie came out in '86, so
I knew it was an
not-
80s movie.
So it was an off right. So it was off Broadway. At least the musical was also made into a 1986 film of the same name, directed by Frank Oz.
Little shop, little shop. We can't.
I don't think legally
No,
can do
you
that.
can't. No.
Yeah. Although there was a nice shimmy in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if we sing any more, then we'll be down on Skid Row.
I think we already are with the Madonna songs.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's whatever.
I mean, listen, that was in vogue, you know.
You know what I have to say?
What do you have to say, Joe?
I have to say this.
Yeah.
Have you noticed our songs that we listen to have been playing in places that you would not expect to hear them now?
Can you give me an example?
I'll give you an example right now.
Sure.
This morning at the wedding, I played
I'm saying, just out of curiosity, you're the DJ for this wedding. So you're...
me and somebody else.
You're
me
in
and somebody
control
else.
of the music.
No, the playlist was actually sent by the bride and groom.
Okay, alright.
So it was actually, they wanted it.
So they requested...
My Own Worst Enemy,
By Lit? Okay.
Blink 182,
At a wedding.
yeah, All the Small Things, Led
Doesn't
Zeppelin.
bode well for the groom.
Led Zeppelin. No, there were a bunch of rockers. There was
Yeah.
a ZZ Top guy there that looked like attending.
Okay, alright.
Like he rocked on. He was great. He was good.
Now, did he have a beard, or you're saying he was a sharp-dressed man?
Well, we played Sharp Dressed Man
Okay.
because of how
that
sharp. Because of that guy, of how sharp he was dressed,
Right.
and the fact that he.
Okay.
So much happened today, and I wanted it to be like stealth mode and like get some like photos, but like the stage was like kind of in front of everyone, like
Okay.
kind of like theater style.
Right. Now, when you do the weddings, do you also MC? Like, are you the one who's like
I don't.
introducing
No.
for the first time?
No, I was almost about to pull a buffer because UFC was on. I said, nope, wasn't gonna do that one either. No lawsuits.
Yeah.
Actually, I can tell you a story about his brother.
Michael Buffer.
Yeah, off camera later. Remind me.
Did you meet Michael Buffer?
Uh-oh.
Do you have a Michael Buffer cameo story?
Michael Buffer, well, just leave it at that. Legal story.
Okay, alright.
Fucking funny.
I gotta remember to ask you about this now.
Oh, yeah. So go follow us. We are at N Molehills, the letter N Molehills. I'm sure you can spell that.
Hit like and subscribe.
Hit whatever, share. We'll do something about this and whatnot. He's Brandon, I'm Joe, and that's that girl Sabrina, and we will see you.